Hey, so we're going to, this is my time to talk right now. We're going to go to Inspirational Corner. And Inspirational Corner is my turn this time. All right. I get a chance to talk on the radio. So,
really?
One of the things that inspired me is a friend of mine that I met, and I call this Inspirational Corner not being short on love. And I bring this up because I met this friend of mine. His name is Jeff Short. And we just happened to meet each other on the bus going to work. And, it doesn't matter, but it does matter what I'm about to say. I'm African American, and Jeff is Caucasian.
It's not.
He's not. He's Caucasian. But because we both found out that we were Christian brothers, we start sharing with each other. And so one of the things that I found out about Jeff and his wife, Joan, is that they've done something that I think that is very incredible, even in this day now. They had 3 children, but they decided to adopt 3 African American children. And I know sometimes, people say, well, I don't like that. Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't care. And I know that sounds bad, but I'm excited that there were children out there that somebody wanted. And there's so many children out there that people don't want. And here is a family that cares enough about a child. Now, you know what you got to go through nowadays if you adopt out of your race. Right. And unfortunately, the Let's Stay Together show is a show that tells the truth. Adopting an African American child is not the biggest thing that happens with other races. And so for them to do that is an awesome thing. And they show these children so much love. And Jeff, to me, is like the ultimate example of a godly man. I mean, he's got God written all over him. He's just a wonderful, godly man. And for that family to go through the trials and tribulations that they've had to go through and raise those children, to me, shows that this is a godly family that's not short on love.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I met the couple. They are beautiful and fun. And I love it when you're with different race couple people and it's all one race, the human race that takes over and the Christianity that we share. Because I was just at I think it was his daughter's wedding last year.
Oh, so pretty.
I was so tickled when I seen his children. I'm like, man, they just get along with everybody.
I didn't know you were at that wedding. It's so pretty.
Okay.
That's almost like our baby girl, little Elizabeth.
Yeah. Because Joan was on the show.
Yeah, they're on the show. Yeah.
They're just so down to earth with everything. And the fact is, when we're together with them, it is inspiring to see that because sometimes, it is, like Rick said, a lot of people don't want to adopt black kids.
No, they don't.
And we're the last ones on the totem pole. They go every other race except the black kids. And it used to bother me, but then when I finally met a couple that does this, it's like, wow, you know what? This is great to see this. It's great to see that the kids interact with them as if they're their own race. They see no color. The color is just blind in that house when we're around them. And it does inspire me to just, continue to treat people nice. Let's treat them better than what they treat us, some people. And I'm not just saying the Caucasian race, because you treat people the way you want to be treated. It goes back biblically to what we're talking about. But just to see that, it was awesome. Loved it.
They are definitely the example of godly love and what God calls you to do. And he said that this is what God had called him to do. And he followed that, And I Jeff is a great example to me. I love being around him because he just shows that, you don't have to be short on love. You can show all the love that God has called you to show.
All right now.
I do want to say something real quick.
You can say something
real
quick.
A young lady that went to our old church, she had adopted a little white girl, and people dogged her out.
That's so rare.
Yeah, but let me tell you how this happened. Many African kids out here, you going to go adopt a white one? We got all these kids that need home. And someone threw this baby out. She found this baby in the trash. Wow. And when she took it to wherever you take the kids to, the lady just said, do you want to fight to keep the baby? At first she said no. And then she was like, why not? I raised this baby, And to this day, the baby, I think, is 3 now. She still got that baby raised, and she's still taking slack off for our race.
And that's,
I'm like,
and it's
you do you,
unfortunate.
girl.
Wow.
It's unfortunate that we think that, well, yeah, there are a lot of, African American babies out there that need to be adopted. But that doesn't mean because I'm African American, I have to adopt an African American child. Don't, put me in a stigma that I've got to do what you want me to do. I'm going to do what I feel or what God has called me to do.
Right, what God called
I
you
think
to do.
I don't even think it's about, like you said, what race. I just want to adopt a child, and nowadays it's so hard, to even do that. Kids of different races. I mean, you take what kid loves you and what kids you love, and you make it work. People got to stop seeing color and just see people.
Yeah, I will be glad when we get into a world where we can be the Jeff Shorts and the Joan Shorts of the world, where we can sit down, like Brenda said, when we sit down together with them, other people might be looking at us, but to us, we're just Christian people having a good time with each other, and
we eat well together.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. I mean, a lot of people don't know. My sister-in-law is white. And I just love their faces when they, people are like, oh, the white people this, the white people that. And I said, oh, have you met my sister-in-law? And they like, oh, but we don't even think about her being white, until it comes up. You don't even think about it.
Yeah.
So we just got to see people for who they are.
Yeah.
So for Inspirational Corner, I want to thank Jeff and Joan Short for definitely not being short on love.